So I've got 1,000 slides here, but rest assured I'm not going to go through every one, so don't be surprised if I get through a little bit quickly. This is the takeaway. I've started with this in case I should drop down there halfway through the presentation. The thing is to say that if you're going to build an interactive narrative, you need to leave the door open, you need to invite participation, and you need to show the way. Good stories work with or without interactivity, and a good story is an engaging character that needs to overcome adversity. So you start with that idea, and then you look for, well, how can I tell that story to invite participation in it? Build on what you know. So a lot of, when I speak to a lot of people that are getting into transmedia storytelling, they come with these massive worlds and these fantastic ideas, but if you're new to this, just start with what you know and take a tiny little baby step, and the learning experience from that will be just as profound as developing all this additional content. Plus, you'll get it out there sooner. And structure for enthusiasm, which is pretty much as Esther's just said. Different people want to engage with the content in different ways, and you should assume that perhaps nobody will interact with your work, and so that at least it still continues with your authoritarian control in the absence of participation. So why bother? I'll just quickly go on to this again. The idea is, I think in the past, the idea is that you craft something in secret and then foist it onto the world, and that's created that disjoint between the creative and the audience, as Andrew said. And so by working with social media, transmedia, building participative narratives, you're cutting down that distance, and you're actually building in the marketing into the product. And the creative case for doing these type of interactive narratives is how actually really exciting, and they're quite addictive. And even just the smallest part of participation, when you see something coming back from the audience, it's very fulfilling. So how do I do it? We make it easy, make it so that at the entry level anybody can participate, and make it worthwhile. So make it worthwhile doesn't mean that you're paying people, but there should be some reward, some kind of fun, or some other kind of personal kind of satisfaction that someone would get from playing that game. And these steps I'm going to go into in more detail about how you layer it for different experiences. Skip over these. So when we looked at, when I look at participative storytelling, I've got 3 examples here that I've worked on, and of course I'm going to look at the interactive things in more detail next. But it's just to say that the first example, Low Lives, is a transmedia story told over a book, a blog, and a video series. And one of these characters on the blog says, if you want to help me, then send me an email with I want to help in the subject line. And that comes in, and an automated reply goes out, which starts then a series of tasks for that reader to start participating in the experience. And it's completely optional, and people that choose to do that will discover new things about the character through the course of the game. So I've written a short story for Diabolic magazine, which is the print edition of Horror Unlimited. It's a very short story about a voodoo priest in Greenwich, East London. And it mentions in the story that this guy will cast spells on people via his Twitter account. And what it says, there's a detective in there that says we discovered that people that tweet this guy with the word hex or love, followed by the Twitter ID of a friend or of an enemy, gets this spell cast on them. And so when that magazine goes into print in April, previously if you had a short story published in the magazine, you'd never know if anybody's read it. But now, okay, so even if a tiny percentage of people bother to tweet having read that story, that's a really nice thing to see that somebody did that. And so you're getting that kind of feedback that somebody's bothered to take that next step forward. That's actually quite rewarding. And so now on to the interactive bits. If you notice with Low Lives, I say it's a solo participation. It was one member of the audience to story. With Horror Unlimited, with that story there, it's a game between two friends, so a reader could invite their friend to participate by casting a spell. And because it's all in social media, this is what I mean about making the marketing in, because already you're getting the story to spread beyond the page and beyond that one reader to encompass their friends. And it's doing it in a way that is entertaining and fun and not at all spammy. If we look at interactive pigs now, I'll show why this is kind of interaction playing in teams. So, as Josh said, we took the 3 little pigs. Here's a story that everybody knows the outcome of. But when I looked into it, I always remembered the pigs being eaten. And then I found that sometimes the pigs run away into the next house, and it seems that different writers have interpreted the story differently. So I thought, well, that's a good basis for that's a good basis for some kind of participation. Now, what we did was you take the story. I think I might have skipped a slide or two. So you take the nugget of the story, and then say, what experience can I create around that story? And I decided, right, we're going to have an hour's presentation, and that would roughly divide into 3 acts. So the first 20 minutes is Act 1, the second 20 minutes is Act 2, and the final is Act 3. And at each 20-minute kind of decision point, we would decide through this sort of Twitter voting, if you like, whether the little pig gets to run away or if he gets eaten. And that sort of motivated me to start kind of selling the story or sort of advertising the story as pigs versus wolf, you decide. And I was thinking about the audience at South by Southwest, although it's a children's story, it's primarily adults here, but all in a bit of a childish sort of line. And so I set it up as this kind of game. And if you tweet blow to the wolf, then he will respond back to you with some kind of phrase. And if you tweet run to the pigs, then they will respond. Now, after the first 20 minutes, if the first pig's dead and you respond, it says this Twitter account is no longer active. So why bother? Well, it's just fun. It's a lot of fun to do, and it facilitates social play, which helps spread the goodwill towards your property. And this is what we mean by kind of layering the story and structuring the participation. So in the middle layer there, the dark layer is the core experience, this game, pigs versus wolf, and the unfolding story, because this story unfolds on the as well. The top layer there I've got is discovery. That's the way that you're trying to spread the story beyond that kind of core experience and invite people into the world. And that's what we did was we set it up so that you can tell the wolf to go eat people. So if you tweet at Big Bad Wolf 2011, go eat, and then your friends Twitter ID, it will send them a snarky message about eating them. And you can also request that they don't eat them. And then on the exploration level, if people want to find out more about these pigs, then they can dig deeper into their Facebook pages, there might be a Wikipedia page as well. And this is how that looks. It says Twitter and Facebook stream at the top. The game, we've got the story and the participating story that unfolds on the blog is our kind of core experience. And then that detailed layer, people that want to explore further. This is pigs versus wolf, and this is that interaction big bad wolf going these people. And what I found is it's actually a lot of fun. We found that people come back with witty responses, and this is the sort of feedback that you wouldn't typically get if you were writing a story. Of course, it doesn't cost a fortune. All this is written on our platform Conductor, which is completely free. And you can just go and start doing it right after the sessions. You know, there's no investment needed in this, apart from a bit of confidence to dip your toe in the water. So this is my final slide. Leave the door open, just invite people to participate in your story. Make sure you've got a good story to begin with. And then build the interactivity onto that idea. Build on what you know, so don't try to boil the ocean. And structured for different levels of enthusiasm in that story. Thank you very much.